Yo, dog, we heard you like prowess. So we made a prowess monk that makes prowess monks when you prowess. Welcome to the Attic Manadad. Here, it's the channel where we explore what's fun in Magic, mostly on Arena. What's fun? Tarkir Alchemy introduced this absolutely absurd commander. It happens to be the #1 most winning commander this week. Crazy. We're going to put it to the test. It's LAM Stormcrane Elder. 4 mana, 3/3 Prowess Monk. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, conjure a card named Monastery Mentor onto the battlefield. And Monastery Mentor, if you don't know, is a 2/2 prowess that when you cast a non-creature spell creates a 1/1 white monk creature token with prowess. Okay, so they're all just prowessing. They're going prowess ham. And we even have Monastery Mentor in the deck. But as you can imagine, what are we doing with this and what is my take on it? Well, my take is a couple things. First of all, we're hopefully going to be making a ton of tokens. So I took a deck list that was a winning deck list, but I narrowed it down to really focus on effects like Caretaker's Talent, which whenever one or more tokens you control enter, draw a card. So as we're making all these things, we're drawing cards. It's kind of like those Enchantress decks, you know, where you make the card, you draw the cards, and you play more, and you draw more cards. So we've got Caretaker's Talent. We've got Enduring Innocence as the small creatures come into play, although they won't stay small for long. We can draw cards. Welcoming Vampire draws us cards when small creatures come into play. Takesia's Welcome draws cards when small creatures come into play. So we've got all that. That's like our card draw engine. And that pretty much works best when we're going to have LAM down. But we've also got a lot of other stuff. We've got ways to play LAM and then protect LAM so we can keep people from casting things. We've got Mana Tithe. We've got stuff that gives LAM hexproof and indestructible. And as we do that, LAM's going to make more Monastery Mentors, which is just absurd. We can make all those tokens really big with Flowering of the White Tree. We've got Grand Abolisher and Voice of Victory to shut down our opponent's counterspells, which is nice. Archivist of Ogma to also draw cards when they're searching their library. Also a small creature going to trigger all this stuff. Ocelot Pride makes tokens. We've got Winter Moon, so we can kind of be a little bit stacksy. Players can't untap more than one non-basic land during the untap steps. We do have a decent amount of non-basic lands. I did put in a lot of the MDFCs, Amarius Call, Witch Enchanter, Sajiri Shelter, Razorgrass, Ambush, some of those. But we've also got a lot of plains. And we got Fountain Port, of course, if we're doing token shenanigans. So we've got the tokens. We've got, Mana Rocks work really nicely in this kind of deck because they trigger prowess. So they're going to ramp us and trigger prowess. Iron Crag, Pearl Medallion, Mind Stone, Cold Steel Heart, Arcane Signet. We've got a little bit more card draw with Maze Mind Tome and Reckoner Bankbuster. Again, one of the ways you run out of steam with the prowess deck is just not having those spells in hand to go bam, prowess off. So that's what we're going to make sure we're doing. And then just a ton of stuff at 1 mana, including like great interaction stuff like Swords to Plowshares, Static Prison, Portable Hole, Patriarch's Humiliation, Path to Exile, Fragment Reality, stuff like that. We also have some fun stuff. If we want to play LAM on 4, when we have 4 mana, we've got stuff that we can do it with because we can still trigger and make a prowess guy. So even if they remove LAM, we're still going to have our Monastery Mentor and we can be popping off. So we've got Chrome Mox, Mishra's Bubble, Mox Amber, and Tormod's Crypt as our little unholy tetralogy of 0 mana cost artifacts that can come down and hit people. There are some weird alchemy cards in here. Solitary Study, Endless Corridor. This should really be sorted with the 2-drops. This is a room from the Duskborn Alchemy. Gives creatures you control +1/+0, and then when you unlock it, you're going to get a duplicate. So, and give a creature first strike, which is nice. Rooms do unlock as a sorcery, yes. So keep that in mind. You're not going to do a surprise first strike. Other than that, you know, scroll shift can be nice because we can draw cards and we can protect something. Blink one of our prowess makers. Lord of the Third Path is a nice thing to blink because it's got a nice ETB ability. Archivist of Ogma, I guess, could ETB a little bit. What else can I say? Restoration of Aganjo. Bring stuff back. Help us get some planes. Astral Cornucopia actually is an honorary 0 mana. We can just, if we just want the prowess trigger, we just cast this for 0 mana. So this is either a 3 mana rock or, you know, 6 mana rock if it comes to that. But 3 mana rock, or it's a 0 mana trigger prowess on everything. Hilarious stuff. Nykthos Shrine to Nyx can actually make an incredible amount of devotion because the monastery mentor that we make still gives us devotion. So Nykthos is relevant. Cavern of Souls to prevent us from getting counterspelled. Castle Ardenvale can make tokens if we get in a pinch. Aganjo can be a removal spell in a pinch. Razorgrass Ambush can be a removal spell. Sajiri Shelter can be a protection spell. Cool stuff like that. This guy seems pretty awesome, so I don't want to belabor the point. I think you get the idea. Leave any questions you have in the comments and stick around to the end when we'll go through the deck and talk about what worked and what didn't, and I'll show you the actual win rate of the deck, not just the games I was able to fit into the video. All right.
Hey, it's me, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Actually, haunting and overlording are just my hobbies. My day job is managing the YouTube algorithm. I try to make sure lots of negative, conspiracy-laden clickbait shows up in your feed. You know, nightmare fuel. Whatever you do, don't like, comment, or elder gods forbid, subscribe to a channel like this one, okay? We don't need your feed filled up with people who genuinely enjoy playing Magic like this so-called Manadad. He puts deck lists and other useful links in the description. He even shows real win rate stats at the end of the videos. Yikes. Clicking on positive, helpful videos takes away from the time I could be spending haunting woods or putting my friend Writhing Chrysalis into draft boosters. But you don't have to take it from me. 9 out of 10 players who want to unban grief agree. Now let's see. What is your racist uncle clicking on today? He has impeccable taste. Let me send some of those videos your way.
Going on the LAM. Gonna prowess it up against Flubs the Fool. I have a video for Flubs. Flubs broke my brain. Because I've played Flubs, maybe we'll be able to beat Flubs. Portable Hold does not get rid of Flubs. Maybe you should have taken a different card. Oh well. Just have to draw one more land. Or some ramp. Tameo. Well, burn the portable hole, I guess. Pop you for 1. The question is, do we Tokasia's or do we Caretaker's talent? Roaring Earth, okay. Seems to be Flub's Landfall. There's our other land, so we can hit LAM on curve, but let's play the Caretaker's talent. We might want to just spend some mana powering it up. Wayward Sword Tooth. What is blessing? Not yet available. How much removal do we think they have? We're out of counterspell range, but Flubs wouldn't run counterspells. Alright, well we have protection with Giver of Runes, so let's just pass the turn. Next turn we can Tokasia's. Undergrowth Champignon. Okay. Cracks the Arid Mesa. They're very, very close to having their hand empty. We would love to get something to deal with Flubs. Get Flubs off the battlefield. Wow, okay, they got that up to a 6/6 real fast. let's Takaja. What do we think? Can we get Storm Crane up to... play this for 0, like I talked about in the deck tech. Beyond Death. Okay. Oh, I forgot to mention this one in the deck tech. It's really fun to sacrifice one of your guys to give everything. And we can... Invasion of Gobakhan almost helps flubs because they would love to have a spell outside their hand. So let's not do that. Now we could attack with LAM. Guess we could give LAM protection from something. We could attack with LAM and then just Duty Beyond Death. Or we could just wait and we could Duty Beyond Death next turn and draw more cards. How about that? Tooth, Ancient Green Warden. Okay. Playing the Big Papa. We can chump these big guys all day long, though, with our little guys. So I can just keep replaying this land from the graveyard. We need to find our Tormod's Crypt. That land out of the graveyard. Okay, coming in with a 12-12 and an 8-8. Let's sacrifice the 1-1. Make a billion more. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Draw a bunch of cards. Oh, this will be nice. And how about 2 little invincible guys block? And then... do we just win? Let's see. I have a bunch of big things. We can give everything plus... oh, Surge of Salvation. Mishra's Bobble's nice. Bobble, bobble, bobble. We can block one thing. If we Fragment Reality that thing, though, well, we don't know what it's going to turn into. We do have Divine Resilience to give whatever gets blocked indestructible. So let's... triggers. And then we just all attack. I think they're dead. Let's see. They block the 7/6. We'll just trigger everything again another time just for good measure. GG's opponent. Oh my goodness. Somebody count how many we've made. The game's about to end. Quick. Figure out how many tokens we made. Alright. LAM! Okay. Playing some LAM. Stormcrane Elder up against General Kudrow. Dranith. That's a blast from the past. Giving all to humans +1/+1. Keep it. We don't have anything. I think because we have the crypt, let's bobble now. Draw an extra card. Spy on your deck, General Kudrow. Oh, you're drawing a land. Last turn. Okay, Surge of Salvation will prevent black sources from... oh, Esper Sentinel is nasty. How about it's just a blank 1/1? I'm gonna get to draw a card, actually. We should have waited on that. That's a whoopsie. That's a punt.
Punts it. The longest punt in Super Bowl history.
I don't think I've been that excited for a punt. What a punt.
Great either. Guess we'll hold back on Joe. It's just a little monster mentor. Don't be concerned. Okay. So far, they've played two very good cards. This might be a pretty tuned General Kudrow. Cracking the Prisvist. We'll find a Schwamp. Playing out the Kuds. We will not block. Take some damage here. Guess we'll play Joe. I mean, make a lot of Prowess Monks. Yeah, do we wish we'd saved the bobble there? Because we would have drawn into... I guess we'd be down one card, but we'd have way more prowess. They're going to Kabir take down LAM. Up to the graveyard with the... no blocks. I think between two Monastery Mentors we should be... And Flowering of the White Tree. We should be in quite good shape here. We can sack one of the new guys to make a bunch more guys. Hit you for Munch. Not lethal though. Oh, we can't play Surge of Salvation, though. I was thinking, oh, we'll hold up Surge of Salvation. And prevent all damage. So we might have to chump block with some of these guys. And just Surge next turn. Crippling Fear. Ouch. Go to 3. But then do we just win? Do they have some kind of 1 mana removal? Hit you for 10. Got him. Lemma. Lamb Chops play along. Leave a comment if you remember Lamb Chops. Against Ureni. Oh, okay. Well, this guy could wipe our board. Hope we get there faster. Play this as a land, probably. The Fairy's Protection would be pretty nice. Save that for the turn Ureni comes down. We've got to play let's go Arden Vale. Oh, taps and we control planes. We do not control planes yet. Sarkhan Fireblood. Loots. Okay, they're just using that for ramp. We ain't concerned. Is this worth playing? Guess. Find a basic planes. And ramp us. Alright, and then we'll come to the battlefield tapped. They do have potential counter magic. I guess we want to hold off LAM until we've got 5 mana. Dragon Typhoon. Whenever you cast a dragon or a non-creature spell, you draft a card. Huh. And that, and destroy an enchantment. eventually. How good is that? How many dragons do we think they're going to cast next turn? Because we could also just Caretaker's Talent. Plan to have a nice big turn with LAM next turn. I don't have a token to copy. Right. See if they get value off of their talent. Okay, yeah, they're putting in mana for dragons. So they're going to cast Ureni. Goldspan Dragon. That's a good dragon. And it comes with a card from the spellbook. I guess we don't get to see the card. Should get to see the card they get out of the spellbook, just so. Just to give a little bit of a nerf to the spellbook thing. Okay, well now they're just storming off with dragons. Not looking good. One of these guys died of portable hole. I could have given our land hexproof, I guess. Might need it for LAM, though. Okay, we can portable hold their treasure. Oh no, Authority of the Consoles would be better. Oh, except, yeah, that's tapped, so... I guess let's just pass the turn. Whatever they try to do to remove LAM.
Look to the skies.
We gotta start popping off. But this is not the dragon I thought it was. I thought this guy was the one that, like, comes down and wipes your whole board. Stonehide Ancient. What does that do? Keep doing the Magmatic Hellkite. Stop. That must be in the spellbook. Oh. That just bounces everything? Kinda not cool. Got Teferi's protection. They're popping off here. They just get to put these dragons into play. I think we're dead. Authority of the Consoles would have been nice a while ago. Requisition rate is no good. Yeah, I guess we were supposed to remove that Dragon Typhoon. Alright. You got us. Alright. Ooh, gaKetramose. Yikes. See how we can do. Mox Amber. Keep it. We've got Monastery Mentor. Got Arcane Signet. Worms Chant. Opponent plays the shadowy backstreet. Surveils Shadow Spear. A lot of shadows. Got a Bloodstained Mire. We shall play Arcane Signet. Pass the turn. Then the question is, do we Mox Amber? Do we play the Monastery Mentor and just draw removal? Portable Hole. Uh-oh. There goes a Signet. We could frag that. Yeah, you know what? Let's see. Let's get a bunch of their removal out of hand. If we frag that, we have 4 mana. And we'll have 1. Oh, Pearl Medallion. That changed the calculus. Can't attack or block yet. We'll only have 3 mana. Okay, so let's Pearl Medallion. Get you for 5. Pass the turn. We'll just plan to fragment reality on that portable hole unless they give us a better target. Fragment reality is actually something that can deal with gaKetramose. Toxic Deluge. All right. Oh, that triggers their gaKetramose though. So there's that. But now the LAM. Hopefully they're out of action. And then, should we set a stop on their upkeep and Orm's Chant? There you go. Now you can't even cast spells, opponent. We just time walked you for 1 white mana. Yeah, past a main. So, yeah, they're like, nice. I can't do anything. You can play a land. gaKetramose concedes! Boom! Okay, well, it appears something is going on with untap.gg, so it's not recording my games. That might be why we didn't get data in the metadata. Untap.gg needs to do an update to get Arena's update. Anyway, I'll tell you, we went 4 and 6 total. You just have to take my word for it. One of those losses was I had to concede because I got a phone call. So pretty good if you consider it's either a 5 out of 6 or a 4 out of 6. I guess take the lower of the two, 66% win rate. Pretty awesome. I think LAM is really fun. The only unfun thing is people scoop before you get to do your big attack. But we did get at least one of those in there, I think. So hope you enjoyed that. This has been Manadad, reminding you magic is a game so fun, even dads can enjoy it. Adios.